Y'all, my ones are garbage. I don't like them.
All right, who's getting this pony show started?
I
Dog and
just
pony
did.
show.
I just did. Can you
You
pay
just
attention to
did.
the conversation?
Listen, what are we doing?
I don't know. uh, so we had an episode a while back where we featured interesting decisions that you would have to make. You could have one or the other. So, in other words, it was a would you rather scenario. I thought it would be fun to
Mm.
try that again with some new thoughts. Again, as I stated just a second ago, I really feel like mine are super low energy, and I apologize for that. I was having like mega writer's block recently, so
Were you just
I
bored with your own topic?
yeah, I think so. Actually, I
What,
don't
Hayden?
actually know how to podcast, so
Yeah.
I
What,
wrote
Hayden?
mine out, and I think I have subconsciously written out some that might have been in the last episode, but whatever.
As long as it's not like long, stretchy fingers or bony toes or whatever it was.
That's the only one I can remember was like the 9-inch
the
fingers or
yeah,
whatever.
the long
Yeah.
fingernails. So when I decided like I'm not having much success with this, I just went down a really bad rabbit hole. So I like had to really dial it back, and I was like, let's pick like one of those maybe, and just
God.
chill the hell
Or
out.
none of those, because what? Y'all, we went to the movies last night, and do you know there's a movie out called Am I a Racist?
No, it's not out yet. It comes out on the 14th, and I'm super excited to go see it.
What's that about?
So it's Matt Walsh from the Daily Wire crew. He he's going undercover into the DEI like situation, and he's doing all kinds of like interviews and stuff like that. He's the same guy. I doubt you've seen this either, but he's the same guy that made What Is a Woman? Like it was
Well,
a
I read
documentary
that.
series. Yeah.
I read that in the thing, but I was like, oh, okay. All right, never mind.
I love Matt Walsh. I think he's super smart and he's really funny.
Where are we? What are we doing?
Oh, what are we doing?
Well, I introduced the episode and then we did some other stuff. So
Oh.
All right, ready, set, go.
Yeah.
That was really good. Shut up, God. You're as bad as ADD last week.
Oh my god, you should replace the music with that. You should replace the music with that. Just
Oh,
on loop.
yes.
Yeah, no, I don't think so, actually, though, for real, for not.
Get ready for unfiltered banter, laughs, and a barrel of fun. This is Monkeys Unfiltered.
All right, who's going first?
Okay, we've done this before, but in order to put, like, kind of a new spin on it, it's not very exciting. But whoever presents their scenario, the other two will select which way they'll go with it, one at a time. And then for the final aspect of each one, both of the monkeys who did not ask the question will take a guess at what the asker would do in that scenario.
Got you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Got you. I'm down.
And I'm telling you, mine are super, like, I lowballed this. I really was writing under pressure. And by under pressure, I mean literally no pressure at all. I was just really bad at doing this. Under pressure.
I feel like
Well,
we're
we might
having
get demonetized for that, so
Didn't we start this with very, very frightening? I mean, what are we on a queen kick?
maybe. Who knows?
All right, who's going first?
I'll go with one. It's a weird thing, but I'm telling you, like, just please, I can't stress this enough. I had no idea. I couldn't come up with anything.
I'm gonna
Just go.
judge you hard.
Me too. So get on with it.
The first would you rather would be, would you rather?
Boo, you suck. Boo. No, I'm just kidding.
Yep. I'm now retired, so I hope you guys enjoy Monkeys Unfiltered with two hosts. Never mind. Anyway, so Would you rather never be able to drive faster than 35 miles per hour
Oh.
or only be able to fill up your car to a quarter tank?
35 mile an hour.
Really?
Yes, because if I only filled my car up to a quarter tank, I'd be buying gas every other day because of how far I drive for work.
Right.
So my husband would have to stop 5 times on the way to work. I'm going with 35 miles an hour too, because that's the max speed limit where I live. So I've acclimated.
Right. So you don't really go anywhere
I just-
anyway, and if
I
you
just
do,
feel
it's
bad
within
for
5
any-
minutes. So
I just
Right.
feel bad for anybody on 95.
yeah.
True.
I have commentary on this, but I'd like for you guys to take a guess at mine first.
Well,
Yours is going to be 35.
no, his is going to be a quarter of a tank.
He drives too much.
He drives an electric car.
I didn't know that.
All right. Well, it's a hybrid technically, but
Well, yeah.
so is that y'all locking that in? Hayden, you say 35, and
That's my final answer,
Yeah,
wink, and I'm
okay.
locking it in.
I'm just going to, because it was my first answer and I want to be different, even though I know it's wrong.
all right.
Wait. Who's the guy who wants to be on me? That's my final answer, Regis, and I'm locking it in.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I hate stopping for gas. I really do. But I also hate driving slow. So this is actually a real dilemma for me. And I'll be honest, when I came up with like the extra component to this, I haven't thought about any of these scenarios yet. So it's coming to you live what my decision is going to be.
Cool.
I honestly think I'll go with the quarter tank because
Woo!
I can't stand I'm not a speed demon by any. I used to be, but I can't stand if it's a 75 mile an hour speed limit, somebody's just puttering along at 35. I just want to run into the back of them and move them out of the way.
Well, yeah, that irritates me too,
But that's literally, I don't know. I absolutely hate stopping for gas. It's such an annoyance. I actually have to go out of my way most of the time in order to get a decent price on gas right now. So, but yeah, that's where I'd land on that.
So I got it right, so I get to go next, right?
Sure.
Okay, you said
Demonetized.
You said I feel like that commercial, deprioritize, where they're shutting off the internet, but it's a work call. Oh, sorry for you. Deprioritized.
That reminds me of Brad Bellflower, who's played by Jeff Goldblum on Apartments.com commercials.
Oh, yeah.
And he's cutting all the wires in the thing. He's I'm trying to get this stupid alarm to turn off, and he's shutting everything down.
Brad Bellflower is creepy. Okay, you said we could bring some funny ones, so I had to really think about this. Would you rather have a unicorn horn or a mermaid tail?
Ooh.
A horn. Fuck out of my way. Fuck out of my way. Get the fuck out of my way.
What y'all can't see Hayden doing is slinging his head around, bucking everybody with his horn.
Yeah, I think I'll go with the horn too, because you're an instant threat to people. It's hey, I just be aware.
It's a
Do not
unicorn
test me.
horn. It's rainbow colored and sparkly with
I don't
ribbons
give a shit.
flying
It's
off
dangerous.
of it.
Okay, so here's the deal. Since we're on the front end of this, we can get into the merch side of it, right? So we come up with horn covers and all the little dinglies that can hang off of it.
Dinglies.
And
Yeah.
I could walk around 24/7 going, I feel horny.
Oh
Lol.
my.
Oh.
Well, you know what? This will actually probably cause a problem. Say you're going to bed and you just lay next to your significant other. You turn your head, just bap right
Stab him
right
in the face. Hi,
Yeah.
honey.
Yeah, you'd be under prosecution for manslaughter daily, I think.
Probably. I mean, I think you can only slaughter them once.
Well, but you can slaughter multiple people.
How many
yeah?
people do you sleep with?
How many people do you slaughter?
None.
Right.
Okay. All right.
Ugh.
Horn.
Horn.
Horn. I think Mom would also go with the horn.
For that same reason.
I
Yeah.
think, yeah.
Why? Because I could walk around saying I'm horny?
No, that you could just like
fuck out of the way.
let's get out of here. Yeah. Well, I know you like the beach and stuff, but I don't think you like swim for real. So what do you have use of a mermaid tail for?
I don't swim for real.
Yeah, you get in the water at the beach, but I don't think you swim.
Like,
right?
you don't actively do laps in a pool.
Yeah.
No, I don't. You're right. And I would definitely choose a unicorn horn because whenever you can choose to be a unicorn, you should always choose to be a motherfucking unicorn. Unicorn.
So this episode, sponsored by My Little Pony. Thank you guys for endorsing the episode. Couldn't do it without you. Just
Very
be aware
incorrect.
that this episode is in fact not sponsored by My Little Pony.
Very much not so.
Do they still make that?
I don't know. There is a cult following to that program.
There is.
It's very interesting, I'll say.
So I have a booklet of them. That I'm
A
gonna read
booklet?
from. Yeah, look at my little book.
Oh, look at you writing in a little notebook. All right, lay it on us.
So should I keep it tame or go to my funny ones?
You should do whatever, you feel moved to do.
Okay.
We're making a comedy podcast here.
I'm going to need a quick answer on this one.
Everybody was kung fu
Would you
fighting.
rather poop at a party knowing you'll clog the toilet or in the backyard bushes?
In the
Please hurry.
backyard bushes.
Please hurry.
Backyard bushes, yeah.
You get the joke there with the please hurry because
Yes.
I
Gotta go
give a
poop.
shit. Yeah. Really in the
Backyard.
backyard bushes?
Yeah, backyard bushes. I ain't clogging up nobody's
I
toilet.
thought you were saying please hurry because there's one right answer. Because I am not getting that smoke. I'm not
You're
getting
slow?
roasted for the rest of my life.
Right,
Nope,
exactly.
I'd rather clog the toilet because I don't know that I can poop in a bush in a backyard.
Oh, yeah.
Where
Oh,
there's
I
a
could
party
poop in a
going on.
bush if I
Where
had
there's
to.
a party going on
Yeah, I don't care.
in a house.
I mean, I
But no.
care. I would just find a way to get it done.
I'd clog the toilet and leave. I wouldn't tell anybody, and I'd just leave.
So in the bushes, Hayden, I think you're covered, right? And honestly, like if people didn't want to see, then they wouldn't look, right?
I guess, yeah.
I guess.
They're on
I-
private property, presumably, like behind a fence. I mean, do what you got to do, I guess.
Sure. No, I'd rather just clog it and let somebody else deal with it.
Yeah, so we didn't actually get to guess on yours. You just kind of told us. I guess you were overzealous about that.
Right? It was like,
Whatever.
yeah, me, I'm pooping in the bush.
He's like, not me. Give me a toilet.
Exactly.
All right, full circle. Coming back my way. Here's an interesting one. Would you like to lose your sight or lose your hearing?
Oh, gosh. I mean, I already can't half see or half hear anyways, so that's really difficult because
What's the idea behind these? It's not supposed to be an easy choice.
I think I'm going to say, I don't know.
Because I listen to too much stuff.
Right. That's why I was going to say my hearing because there's subtitles and all that kind of stuff. But then I can't listen to music but then if I lose my sight, God, I'm running into walls.
I'm losing my sight because then I couldn't do this podcast if I lost
Why
my
not?
hearing all that effectively.
Oh, true. Aw, what a sweet answer.
And I listen to too many things on my Spotify.
Yep.
What is that face for?
Mind your own business.
Okay.
Your business, go mind it. I guess, I don't know, because I like to travel and see things, and it's, oh gosh, I guess my sight.
I'm going to change mine to my hearing because I play too many video games.
So this is a tough one for me as well. So there's an interesting approach for this for me. I depend on my sight a lot because it's sure there are people that deal with this. Some of them didn't really have a choice in the matter. Like they're just born that way or something happened to them or whatever. But I don't know. I can't imagine not being able to perceive the world around me via my sight.
Right.
Again, sorry, we're not doing the guessing thing. It's really falling off, but regardless, I can actually deal I think, better with not being able to hear. Like, I'm with you guys about the music and all that stuff, but there's something about, like, just being able to see what's going on, or, like, it's hard to really trust where you're going. You know, I don't know if I could ever adjust to, like, the cane situation. I don't know.
Yeah.
Then,
Okay.
on the other side, it's like, yeah, but if I lost my sight, like, that's what I prefer to keep, then I would have to depend on God that much more. And, like, it's not such a bad thing.
Just
Right.
learn to echolocate.
Right.
Like a bat.
Yeah, just clicking everywhere.
Okay, moving right along. Composure. Please behave in a demure fashion.
Oh my
Don't do
god.
that. Don't do that.
Okay, moving right along. Would you rather wear wet socks all the time or constantly have a pebble in your shoe?
A pebble.
Pebble. Yep.
I don't want no fungus growing on my feet.
Mom, I think you're gonna go with the pebble too. I know that, like, you don't wear socks, let alone wet socks. I
Or
don't know,
shoes.
or shoes for that matter. You can just kick it right out of your flip flop, I guess. I don't know.
Pretty much, yeah. I'm going with pebble because I don't really wear shoes. And if I did have on shoes that the pebble could not just naturally escape from, I feel like I could, like, work it into, like, a little pocket under my toes or something where it just really didn't bother me so bad.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think I could do the same thing. Plus, my feet are in constant pain anyway. What's one more side to
Yeah,
that?
I'm not wearing wet socks. That's BS.
Yeah, it's
My feet are always cold. My feet are always cold anyways, so the last thing I need to add to that scenario is being cold. No,
Right, then
thank
you're always
you.
squishing around everywhere. Not having that.
And you can't sneak up on anybody because you leave little wet footprints everywhere.
What?
I don't know.
Okay.
Okay.
Would you rather be constantly sticky or constantly itchy?
Hayden,
Itchy.
have you been in my AI?
No.
Of the same one.
That is on my list.
No, because I don't use AI.
I'm
Whatever
gonna
you say.
go with itchy. I cannot stand being sticky in any way, shape, or form. I can't stand, like, wet sand. There's just a lot of, like, sensory things for
God,
me
you sound like Anakin.
when it comes to
I hate
I know, right? It gets in all the wrong places. So yeah, there's a lot of tactile issues I have, and being sticky is one of them.
Mother.
Well, y'all are supposed to guess.
What?
I don't think
It's
I don't
my
think
question.
Hayden- Yeah.
Oh.
What are you
I thought it
talking
was-
about?
I thought it was my question because it's on my list.
You don't get to go twice in a row. Excuse you?
How long have we been doing this?
Okay, I would definitely, I'm sorry. I don't like either one of them. I'm not a fan of either one of them, but I am not going to be itchy and clawing and scratching like a mangy dog all day. I'll take sticky.
Are we talking sticky all over or, like, localized stick?
Every day you wake up, it's a new place. Same
Every
with the
day I'm
itch.
sticky. No. So, yeah.
It's like you could wake up, it could be your hands, and then the next day
Okay.
you wake up, it could be the back of your neck.
So, and is it that way all day?
Yeah.
So, and then when you wake up, it's just something different is sticky.
Yep.
Ugh.
Or
Well,
itchy.
So itchy to the point where you'd have to, like, rub it raw to, like, be satisfied, or just
I don't think it would ever be truly satisfied. So
Oh,
it just
God.
depends on how far you would want to scratch
Yeah.
yourself.
dude? I don't know. I really don't like being sticky, but I don't know if I could go all day without a satisfying scratch.
I'm sorry. I just got delivered fresh baked cookies and milk. Give me
Let's
a moment.
go.
Oh my God, he's like a little child. Where's ours?
That's a tiny cookie.
It is a tiny.
You're a tiny cookie.
I
He's
know.
got- He's got tiny hands.
Piss off.
Wow.
So let's see. Yeah, Hayden, I think you'll go with the sticky as well.
I think he's going sticky too.
I cannot stand to be the get the fuck off me kind of person. when things stick to me. I would much rather be itchy.
Oh, God, no.
Dude, anytime something is attached to me, I'm like, go away. I cannot stand when things stick to me.
Well, so ironically, Hayden, both you and I work in the grocery business, and there is so much sticky in the grocery business.
Bro, like the shrink wrap around pallets, I hate that.
Wait, just the shrink wrap, or like when it gets liquid on it, or?
I hate it because like it's kind of got like that static charge to it all the time.
Okay.
So like you'll unwrap it.
That's close enough to being sticky.
Right. So like you'll unwrap it and then like you'll ball it up, you go to throw it away, and there's one piece that didn't make it like into the ball, and it's just constantly stuck to your shirt, and you're like, what is going on?
Oh my God.
Wow. Okay.
Gotta ground yourself.
I hate it. Hate it.
Get rid of that static electricity, cuz.
Duly noted.
All right, glitchy cameraman, your turn.
Yeah.
Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang, Gucci gang.
I was about to ask what was up with your camera.
Yeah, I don't know. I got some screen tearing things going on. We're going to move right along as if that's not happening because
All
we're
right,
recording a
good.
podcast.
Well, and nobody can see it but Hayden and I.
That's true. So would you guys rather always feel like you have to pee or always feel like you're hungry?
How hungry and how much pee are we talking?
So it's an interesting question, right? So like once in my life, and I will never let this happen again, I decided I could hold it and get on the school bus. So what people don't know is that I got on a school bus at my home high school, and they would commute 45 minutes to the other side of town on this school bus. So I already really had to pee then. The problem was we weren't really allowed in the building at our home high school because we didn't attend that high school. And so we couldn't leave campus either. Don't ask me how I know that. It was a whole thing, like a legal thing. Anyway, so I knew we couldn't leave campus. I knew we weren't allowed in the building. So like, what options did I have? So I got on the bus already, like pretty significantly having to pee, and held it for those 45 minutes. And oh my God, it touched my kidneys. It was so bad. I'm not kidding. Like I felt, so like the little tubes that connect your kidney, like it felt like it was backed up all the way back there. And I was like, I'm gonna die.
Jeez.
And so when I got to the school, I didn't care like what position I was in the bus. I just got up and left. I just pushed everyone out of the way. I was like, I gotta get out of here. And I ran right into the guidance office, and I went straight to the bathroom that students weren't allowed to use. And I just said, the hell with the consequences. Like, it was important, dude. I was like, I would rather ask for forgiveness and permission in this situation. That being said, I would probably say hungry because that was the most uncomfortable experience of my life.
I have forgotten the question.
Well, I had asked him how hungry and how
I don't
much
think
pee.
anyone answered the question yet.
Yeah.
What?
I just wanted a clarification of how much do I have to pee or how hungry am I? And he jumped ahead. So
And we got a whole dissertation on a high school pee escapade.
My God.
Okay.
Listen, y'all need to understand in the audience that I just... Yeah. Anyway.
Okay, moving right along. So Hayden, do you need to pee or need to eat? I don't even remember what the question is.
Okay, so if it's having to pee that bad, no. I'd much rather be hungry because my fat ass is always hungry. So
if it's having to pee that bad, well, we all know like I have issues with all of this anyways, so I'm going to say I would rather be hungry.
Yeah.
So both of y'all are going with hungry?
Yeah, we know what you're going with.
No, what do you think I would do?
I think you'd want to pee.
I'm such an idiot.
You
Oh my
are
God.
not. Shut up.
I'm supposed to speak words of life, but like, I don't know, man. I am God's silliest goose right now.
And that's okay. And that's quite okay.
How do I answer my own question before you guys said anything?
Because you had a story to tell.
You were so excited to tell it too.
I didn't even know I was going to tell that story. Like, I didn't write this thinking I got the thing for this. I just kind of launched into the story.
That's quite all right. All right. Next. Whose turn is it?
Yours.
Okay. Good. Would you rather, okay, you have to pay attention. Would you rather have a friend who is always there for you, but constantly calls you for help, or a friend who rarely connects with you, but never needs anything from you?
I don't actually have to choose in this scenario. I have both. I have both, and those people know who they are.
I'd probably rather have a friend that doesn't talk to me a whole lot but never needs anything. Because that's the majority of my friends. So.
I literally, 9 times out of 10, that's what I deal with too.
Oh. And even then, the friend that I talk to on a daily basis doesn't ever really need help with anything. I'm always asking him for help.
Yeah.
Oh, you're the friend.
Can we use your truck to move something? Can you take Cheyenne to the airport?
Yeah, that's 9 out of 10 times. That's the reason why people don't own trucks, is because they don't want to get asked to help anybody move.
It's pretty much why my dad stopped owning a truck.
Well, people just need to learn to say no.
That's a made-up statistic, but you can tell all your friends.
So what do y'all think I'm going to say?
You hate people, so somebody you don't talk to a whole lot.
But I also know that you enjoy helping people. But I think you would get kind of like, all right, can you leave me alone for a minute? So I'd probably go with the every once in a while friend.
Oh no, you were on the right track. I would rather, and it's yes, I do. I get my love language is helping, and I get a lot of joy and happiness out of helping people. But more importantly, in that situation, I would want to know that even though I'm helping you a lot, because you're the friend who's always there for me, when the time does come that I need something, you're going to be there for me.
Yeah.
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 It's a feely one. Sorry.
Feely one.
Feely. I'm going to go back to the silly ones.
I couldn't read my own handwriting for a second.
I think we all have that problem from time to time. That's happened
Not
to me
me.
on this podcast.
Would you rather have a cartoonish ding every time you wink, or a cartoonish gun sound every time you do the finger guns?
Finger guns.
Finger guns.
No question
Finger
at
guns.
all.
Because my favorite iPhone
Dude.
thing is pew, 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 pew.
I don't get to know what that's like because
you
I
could.
do not own an iPhone.
Maybe
You
if you get
should.
with the times, stop living in the archaic era that you live in.
You know what? As soon as I get a software update, I will come up with a retort for that.
Yeah,
Once
I
you get an
definitely
iPhone.
think I definitely
Right.
think your internal software is in need of an update today.
I have lost 30 IQ points since this camera turned on. I don't know
Yeah.
what's happening.
I think you need a full system.
I would also go finger guns, by the way.
Yeah, finger guns. I think you need a full system reboot. I mean, who's not choosing finger
Oh,
guns?
dude, yeah, I thought it's like 100% of the time. I didn't even think we had to guess for you because, like, it's super obvious.
I'm sure there's so
Right.
many.
See, and that was
Because-
the other thing. When I was trying to think of questions or, like, scenarios or whatever, I was just like, yeah, well, they'll just say this to that, and that's a stupid one. So I just kept moving past ones. Like, it's like, I think I know how they'll weasel out of it.
It's finger guns because Hayden's the one who taught me. Pew, pew, pew.
Pew, pew.
Pew pew.
Yeah, it's a
Pew,
good one.
pew.
But that does lasers.
I don't care. It's still like a pew, pew thing.
Fail.
I don't
Nope.
give a damn.
That's the worst. Nope.
I do this when I send it. Pew, 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 pew.
It's ruined now. Thanks, Hayden.
Sorry.
Right.
Okay.
Jerk.
Okay. So remember when I was talking about how I went down kind of like the morbid, really bad stuff for a little
Oh,
bit?
good Lord.
How many fingers are we losing?
I didn't really write any of them down. I was just kind of like can I think of anything else? Because this is ridiculous. So the only one I actually wrote down was, would you rather freeze to death or burn to death?
Oh, God.
Freeze.
You think?
Oh my god, I'd rather freeze to death, yeah. Burning would hurt so bad.
Freezing would too.
It wouldn't be, I don't think it would hurt nearly as...
Did you see the third Saw movie?
No,
Yeah.
It would hurt, but I would at least like go to sleep and fade away versus violently burning.
How do you know what it's like to be frozen to death?
I don't. I'm just saying.
Okay. It could be just as unbearable. You have no idea.
I'd much rather freeze.
I can't stand to be cold. I mean, I can't stand it. It's painful. But by the same token, God, the idea of burning just... But I do know the burning, I think that the pain becomes so intense you would just pass out or something. Like your body would just... I don't know. And I would like to say, oh, okay, the freeze to death, because like Hayden said, I could just lay down and go to sleep. But I can't sleep when I'm cold.
That's the only way I sleep.
That's the only way 90% of people can sleep is if they're cold.
God, is against everything. I'm gonna say cold.
Oof. You'd rather freeze. All right. What do y'all think of?
Just based off your reactions, I want to say that you'd rather burn.
I think you'd rather freeze.
So, I would like to think, okay,
I can take it. Give it to me.
because we all have the same spirit, right? That, you know, my homie Jesus will be walking around with me like Shadrach, Meshach, and Abednego.
Exactly.
However, the question is, how would you rather die? So, you wouldn't be saved in this scenario. Now, Hayden is kind of on the right track insofar as, like, you kind of just, your body will shut down slowly. Like, it'll be, like, you'll be in agony for a little while, but then, like, you just kind of, like, drift off to sleep, right? With fire, it only hurts until all your nerve endings are burned away.
That's what I said.
But with that said, I would probably freeze because I actually love being cold. I love it. It's my favorite time of year. I intentionally make it cold in my house almost at all times.
That's why you left Florida.
Yes, it is. It is. I can attest.
So I super hate
Sub-zero cold at your house.
Right. I super hate freezing, but you know, whatever. I'm still gonna go that route.
That's fair.
Yeah.
Okay.
Mother.
It only hurts until your nerves are gone. Don't worry about
I can take it. Give it to me. Light me on fire. I can take it. I swear.
You actually have a little bit of a bulwark against freezing so long as you keep your core intact. Like, your core should stay warm.
Yeah, just keep running. Don't stop.
Yeah, but again, like, the question is die. So, there you go.
All right. So on that pleasant note, would you rather swap places with your pet for a day or be able to have conversation with them for a day?
Well, I already have conversations with my pet.
He narrates both sides, but still.
I would
Me too.
love to just lay around and do nothing all day. So I'm going to swap places.
It's actually a tough one for me because I'd love to know what my animals are thinking. I have 2 cats and a dog. My little cat is a freaking weirdo. My fat cat, I think I probably already know what's going on with her. She doesn't really do much except roll around. But
roll around, exactly.
Yeah. But my dog, I bet she'd have a lot of cool stuff to say. I guess you could choose which one of those to go with, right? Because the little cat runs up and down the halls and chases bugs and does her own thing. Again, the fat cat just kind of rolls around and sleeps in the sun. And then there's Mags, who, when nobody's home, she's just asleep. And then when people are home, she's like in that area, like having a good time. So this is really tough for me. I think my fat cat would just tell me to piss off. I think my kitten would just say nonsense that I couldn't understand. I think I'd have a pretty good conversation with my dog, but I'm still going to go with the conversation side.
Okay.
I can just imagine having a conversation with Athena. The potty mouth on her would be insane. What the fuck are we doing?
Well, I mean, the first thing she's going to say is, fuck off, leave me alone. I'm
Dude, 11:30 will roll around and she's like, why the fuck are we still awake and not in bed?
Yeah.
Right.
For anyone who didn't listen to the dog episode, Athena sounds like a chainsaw.
Mm-hmm.
Yes, she has a medical issue. Poor girl.
For Mom, I think you would probably want to speak to them.
I'm not sure on this one, actually. I'm probably going to go with speak to, but I think she could have gone either way.
Mm-hmm.
No. Because Fiona gets like pampered to nonsense and they go to the dog bar and all kinds of stuff. So now she's going to trade places. 100%.
No, you were on the right track. And I was going to say, no, I could not be my animals because I'm not good at laying around doing nothing. And if you've ever met my animals, which you both have, and they've been on Facebook. So if you're a listener and you've been following us, you've seen their photo. Their faces have such expressions when I talk to them. And like you, Hayden, I do both sides of the conversation for them. But I would love to just really, truly know what is actually going on between them floppy ears, because the facial looks I get, I would definitely pick conversation.
Don't you think like Smalls would just sound like a grandma and Fiona would just be
okay.
like
Smalls would be like, let me tell you who Smalls is.
Man.
Hold on.
Is this the mother of one Jason Fountain?
Yes, it is.
This is Nurse Ratchet from Beach's medical emergency room.
Right. That is what Smalls would sound like. And so now I feel like we have to finish that story, right? Yes, ma'am. Can I help you?
Your son is being transported through the back doors. Are you able to come out to the hospital? He's going to need a parent with him.
I'm sorry, he's what? Where's his father?
Ma'am, I don't know. I was just asked to call a parent. Are you able to get here?
Well, I'm the other side of...
to the Cartman.
Right. Well, I'm the other side of town. I mean, it'll take me a good 30 or 45 minutes to get there.
Well, your son is going to require an extensive amount of stitches. I suggest you leave now.
Well, do you know what happened to him?
Unfortunately, no. My job is to call and notify the parent.
Yes, ma'am. Thank you. I'm on the way. And what had happened is Jason was, I don't know, 7, 8 years old?
Somewhere in that ballpark. I actually feel really bad about this because I ruined my dad and my brother's day.
Oh, please.
Well, I'm serious because they wanted to... So my father's in the military. Can I say that again? Jesus, what is a follow? So my father was in the military. He was in the Navy for 22 years. On base was a gym, and they were having a weightlifting competition that day. Both my older brother, Matthew, who was on last week, yeah, he's 4 years older than me. So the two of them were like really amped up to go to this weightlifting show. I didn't care anything about it.
I wasn't alive yet.
Yeah, right. I was in single digits. So I went with them and they were super excited about it. Well, while they were paying attention to whatever was going on there, I was wandering off.
And not paying attention to the child that was with them.
Yeah, I wandered off and did my own thing.
Yeah, your own thing.
If anyone knows the difference between a spin bike and a stationary bike,
not right? The same. Which one of these things doesn't belong?
So one of them... so imagine yourself riding a bike, right? You can super pedal and get some speed going and then just kind of stop pedaling and you'll just go, but your feet won't move, right? So on the particular bike that I got on, it was a stationary bike. When you do that, the pedals, they keep going. And
it was a spin bike.
Yeah, even if your feet don't keep going, the pedals do. And so what happened was my feet came completely off the pedals. My right leg went in front and my back leg went behind. Or my back leg, Jesus. My left leg went behind.
And if you know anything about spin bikes, they don't have pedals because you wear fancy spin bike shoes.
That's right.
That have a little clip on the front.
Right.
Because you clip the toe of your shoe into these jaw mouth like fangs that are there instead of pedals.
Right. And so I actually should have known that because my father was also...
Oh, because you're 7. You should know that. Your dad should have had his eye on you.
Well, he wore those clipped shoes on his mountain bike.
Yeah,
like, because he was a big cyclist. And so, like, I knew about all that technology. I just wasn't thinking about it, right? But these pedals, like, kind of had the, like, spiky bits on them. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. And so what happened was, on my right leg, it basically tore a 5-inch gash down my entire calf. And it opened up about 2 inches wide.
It was
so like into the muscle.
hideous.
Yeah, it was really. It looked like a little tiny shark had just come taking a chunk out, right? And then on my left leg, there is a small portion where it just dug into the front and like hit my tibia. Like it was really bad.
It was bad. I don't know why my children have an affection for injuring their lower extremities, because then there's Hayden, who we are like 8 weeks out from a Jamaican vacation. Gonna go climb the falls at Dun River, horseback ride in the ocean, do all the fun things, right? Homeboy comes flying out of the house through the garage because he's gonna go check the mail. I'm not really sure what a 12-year-old is expecting in the mail, that it was that important.
But he told me to go check it because you didn't want to, because it was cold outside.
Because it was cold. Okay. Because I've already said I don't like to be cold. He goes flying down the driveway in nothing but a pair of basketball shorts and snatches the mail, and he comes running back through the garage. And just as you get to like the threshold where the door is, there's a step up there. Hayden missed the step.
Hayden did not step up. He in fact stepped down.
Well, but here's the beauty in that situation is Hayden has a mother that is so caring and so compassionate. She looks at him.
Get up and bring me the mail.
She looks at him and says, "It's fine. Just go rub some dirt on it. It'll be fine." Hayden, what happened to your toe?
It broke. It did, like shattered glass.
Oh my God. The next morning he had a Bugs Bunny foot.
Bugs Bunny, for sure.
So I think out of those two would you rather situations, I think I'd rather break my toe.
Yeah. I don't know. The gash, it left me with a cool scar.
Was that a joint one that y'all did?
Right.
Yeah, the gash, it actually didn't hurt, really.
That didn't mute.
Oh, sorry.
So
you did not mute.
So the gash actually didn't hurt that much. It was the left leg that hurt more because it just smashed directly into bone. I didn't break my bone or anything, but the gash on my right leg, it didn't, like, I was more like surprised than anything. And I didn't actually know anything had gone wrong until I went and found my dad and was like, I got hit by the bike. And he looks at my leg and he's like, "Oh my God." It was such a thing. And like, it was their reactions that I was worried about, right? Like, much like when kids get hurt, they don't actually know that they're hurt until like an adult responds. So like, you'll see them fall down and then they'll just kind of look and you're just like, "You're fine." And they're just like, "Oh, okay."
Okay. Yeah. Oh, yeah. But Hayden, you wound up on crutches, and what'd that net us?
Getting on the boat first.
Yeah, boy.
Went to the front of the line for everything. And then as soon as we got on the boat, we put them crutches away. We had a big old time. But so, like, to answer back to the original question, we can start talking about what a wonderful parent I am.
Smells would sound like this.
And they'll sound like this. Hi, Fiona. So, yeah, those two would have a lot to say, and I would be interested to hear it.
I think Fiona's is accurate for sure.
Hey, are you okay, man? You look like you're like melting into the floor.
Yeah, mine's from video games. Would you rather be able to fast travel to any place that you've formerly been to, or have an infinite personal inventory that doesn't have a weight to it?
What?
So
this is like video game terminology.
So anywhere you've been before, you can basically just fast travel. Like you don't have to.
I can just blink my eyes.
Yeah, you don't have to like get on a plane or anything. You can just I've been to Croatia. I'm in Croatia now. Or would you rather have basically like just a bag, right? A personal inventory, like your bag, and it's endless and doesn't weigh anything. So you could put like a refrigerator in there and then sling it over your shoulder.
Oh.
Bag of holding.
Yeah, pretty much.
But I have to load it. It doesn't just produce things.
No, you have to put the stuff in there, but you can carry as much as you want with no weight restrictions.
All I gotta say is shout out to It's a Bird, It's a Plane, It's a Monkey, because I think there was some travel aspects in that episode too. You might want to check that out. Personally, I think I would do the travel because, like, okay, there are plenty of scenarios where I need to carry multiple things, but I feel like I pretty much got that. Like, I mastered the carrying all the groceries in at once when I was younger, so like I'm pretty good on the pack mule side, but I would love to instantly travel.
Well, for me, I enjoy travel, and sometimes the getting from the here to there is one of the better parts of the adventure, and I hate carrying a bag because I have to keep up with it. And my gosh, if I had like a cool bag that had everything I owned in it and I forgot it somewhere, then I'm really screwed.
Well, it's always with you. So like if you forget it and then like you get in your car and drive away, it's going to like appear because it's your personal inventory. You can't lose it.
Well, then I'll take that. If I'm not having to keep up with the damn thing, I'll take that.
You can open up your overlay and see all your items listed out.
I just said like a bag to make it a little bit more like understandable, but like it's literally like you close your eyes and you can see like just a scrolling menu. Yeah,
I can just reach into thin air and pull. Okay, yeah, I'm going with that.
You know, like how in video games they pull a rocket launcher out of their butt. Yeah.
Like what's that movie, Free Guy?
Yeah, like the glasses.
I'm going with that.
Free Guy is basically Grand Theft Auto.
Yeah.
Now we have to guess what you're going to do.
Yeah.
I feel like you're going with the inventory too.
You're going inventory for sure.
I am, because I do enjoy to travel. I like flying, going through airports, that kind of stuff.
Yeah.
And to just be able to carry anything I ever need.
Right.
Yeah.
I like the thought of going through the airport and going on a plane and all that, but then you do it and you're like, why did I do that?
I love going through the airport, getting on planes, flying until about the 5-ish hour mark of being on a plane. And I'm like, my ass bone hurts.
Just kind of done with this.
Yeah, then you run over to the door like, I gotta get out of here.
True.
Like, a little mischievous person.
So speaking of mischief, would you rather continue this conversation or hear a monkey mischief joke?
I didn't hear a monkey mischief joke.
No, let's continue.
No, mischief joke. And I think Mom would pick mischief joke. So like mischief joke.
Mischief joke. I'm picking mischief joke.
Yeah.
If you don't know what we're talking about, that means you don't follow us on social media. You need to be following us on Facebook because every Monday we post the beginning of a dad joke. We invite you to drop your guess in the comments and then come listen in on Wednesday for the punchline to that dad joke. And we've had some real humdingers lately. Let me just tell you. But anyhow, this week you would have seen, why can't a nose be 12 inches long?
Only Pinocchio knows.
Because then it'd be a foot.
Correct! Ding,
Hey!
ding, 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 yay!
That's a good one.
Because then it would be a foot. I love it when y'all get them right. I love it even better when there's a guess in the comments and they're right. So, but if you think that you have a dad joke that would be suitable for Monkey Mischief, please visit us at www.monkeysunfiltered.com. Near the bottom of the page, there is a submission form, and you can send that joke in. And if we voice it on air, Hayden, are you in the dining room yet?
Nope.
If we voice it on air, you will receive a one-of-a-kind, cooler than snot, Monkeys Unfiltered
sticker.
Cooler than snot?
Cooler than snot.
All right.
It sounded good. I mean, the reverb on the sticker was insane.
that was solid.
Oh my gosh.
Well, that was definitely one of the episodes of all time. Glad you guys could be here for it. Sorry, I don't understand how life works all of the sudden.
He's broken.
Does anyone?
Probably not. But yeah, generally I know how to like open my mouth and make words come out and then like critically think about things.
Do you though?
I guess an argument could be made.
Does anyone nowadays?
Who knows?
Right. Does anyone? Does anyone?
Yeah, this is all ridiculous. It's all simulation, whatever you want to call it.
All right, anyway, spoons.
Yeah, this was definitely a thing that just happened to you for, I don't know, about 45 minutes or so. And if you enjoyed it, there is more available in the catalog on Spotify. Search for Monkeys Unfiltered, or you can find us on YouTube. We also have a website, www.com. Damn it! I did the same thing you did. www.monkeysunfiltered.com. You can find a lot of resources there. And I think Mom confirmed there's a submission page for the Monkey Mischief there.
There is.
Good deal.
I feel like I'm living a moment of deja vu.
So there's a backlog of a bunch of other episodes, and then there will be more to come for the foreseeable future. If you have any thoughts on anything we might want to cover in the future that you'd like to hear about, let us know. And beyond that, just come back the same time next week.
And we apologize. We're going to get Jason a new set of batteries.
And an iPhone.
You might as well just insert a soundbite at some point of like internet dial-up for me. Like
exactly. All right, this is the
mother of one Jason Fountain.
Saying goodbye, monkeys.
Always watching Wazowski.
Bye 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 bye
bye bye bye bye
bye bye. All right, that's the end.
What was that noise?
Yeah.
What, Cheyenne?
My wife hates
we
that
are
sound.
Recording. Yes. That's why I said be quiet.
like literally right this minute. Shut up.
Well, that goes at the end of the episode.